By far the longest week and of course the most fearful rain I have seen in my over 3 decades on the planet Earth. Thousands were rendered homeless, properties worth thousands of dollars destroyed, and of course people losing their loved ones. But of course, thank God that after that 1 week of that horrific Hurricane Harvey, our city is coming together again and we are going back on our feet. Houston strong. Of course, we want to say special thank you on behalf of this wonderful TV station and of course Limitless Soccer to all our first responders and of course the Houston police, as well especially our chief of police, as well as our mayor, and of course incredible Houstonians who served as volunteers in helping Houstonians to get back on their feet and of course get moving again. It is on this very, very emotional note I welcome you to another wonderful episode of Limitless Soccer, because life goes on regardless of what happens. Welcome to the show, and of course I'll be back after this short break on the show. Welcome back. Though we prepared for the show last week as usual, as we always do, but like I said in the opening vlog, that the Hurricane Harvey did not allow us to bring the show to you. But of course, we are back. And of course, who will forget in a hurry what Liverpool did to Arsenal in that week that led to the international break, and of course, that week that also led to the closing of the FIFA transfer window in Europe and other parts of the continent. Of course, Kylian Mbappe moved from Monaco to Paris Saint-Germain, from that a huge French club to another huge one in a loan deal. But of course, that deal is set to become permanent and of course will be worth 166 million euros to sign that 18-year-old French forward. Of course, Ousmane Dembele also signed for Barcelona from Borussia Dortmund in a very huge amount of money as well, close to £100 million in that 20-year-old deal as well for FC Barcelona. And of course, Oxlade-Chamberlain also moved from Arsenal after that 4-0 drubbing by Liverpool to that team that humiliated his team, from Arsenal to Liverpool. But of course, on the show today, we're going to bring you all the highlights of the World Cup qualifiers across Africa, Europe, and of course the Americas. But first, we start with Africa and of course from home, because we know Houstonians, Houston in particular, is home to thousands of Nigerians. And of course, the game today we're going to bring you will be the 2 legs of the Super Eagles game with the current African champions, Cameroon. Nigeria defeated Cameroon by 4-0 in the home leg on Friday. And of course, the away leg on Monday, Nigeria got a point by playing 1-1 draw. Let's bring you that first leg of the game between Nigeria and Cameroon at the Uyo National Stadium. 4-0 dropping of Cameroon. Enjoy it, and I'll be back on Limitless Soccer. Welcome once again. It is still Limitless Soccer, and you should forgive me if I forgot to tell you my name. My name is Bayonle Arashi, and of course the show is still Limitless Soccer on this wonderful, beautiful, and of course cool Saturday. Next is the European World Cup qualifiers. Belgium became the 5th country to qualify for the FIFA World Cup with 2 games to spare just this past week. And of course, we have the highlights from all top European countries next on Limitless Soccer. But the one that really caught my fancy is that one between Italy, of course European giant and former European champions as well, Spain. Spain defeated Italy by 3-0. And of course, there are 2 young stars in that game. Isco, that guy really making a statement in that squad. You need to see the highlights of all the European World Cup qualifiers we have for you today on the show. And of course, you see for yourself. I'll be back. Cristiano Ronaldo is a record breaker anytime, any day. And of course, he has set another record for Portugal, of course, becoming the all-time leading goal scorer for Portugal, and as well the all-time leading goal scorer for any country for that matter. Cristiano Ronaldo, the 32-year-old man, I love my heart, bro. Keep up the good work. And of course, after you stop playing football, I'm sure a lot of people would definitely miss you. Straight, we go to the Americas and we'll bring you to World Cup qualifier from there as well. The World Cup qualifier today will feature Argentina, of course, powerhouse in the American football, Brazil, another powerhouse from the South America, and of course, Uruguay. It was good to see Luis Suarez again in Uruguay uniform. Watch the American qualifiers in the FIFA World Cup qualifier coming up next year in Russia. And I'll be back on the show as we reach home stretch on the show today. Welcome back. The show is still Limitless Soccer with yours truly. Of course, before we round off on the show today, we're going to bring you the second leg of that African World Cup qualifier between Nigeria and Cameroon. Remember, the first leg was played on Friday, and of course, the second leg 3 days after in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Nigeria got the goal first, courtesy Simon Moses in that game, but of course, Cameroonian came back with what looks like a very lenient penalty given to the Cameroon, the African champions. But of course, the game ended 1-1. If Nigeria had won that game, that would have probably been the qualification for them. But Zambia are not letting their guards down at all. They defeated Algeria, both home and away in Algiers. Unbelievable feat achieved by the young Zambian squad. And that's how it's going to end on the show today. Watch this show every Saturday at this particular time, and of course, come sponsor the show. It is open for sponsorship, and you will definitely be glad you did. Till I see you guys again next week, God willing. My name is Bayonle Arashi. Special thanks to the production crew of the show, and I'll see you next week with all highlights across the best leagues in the world, because the league resumes this weekend again. I love you guys. Houston, stay strong, and of course, God bless everyone. Bye-bye now.